Good morning. I hope everyone is well. Sat on my hot water bottle. Today I am doing my Ann tag. Let's call them the Ann tags. And it's a little birdie. I think I might have already done a birdie. I've taken my other tags over to the other place, so I don't remember. I just chose this piece of fabric. I had been mucking around with some of my Indian block prints. Or was that a stencil? I can't remember. Anyway, it's just regular acrylic paint on a piece of linen or hemp, can't tell. And then this was just a piece of fabric. I think I've showed you before. I just did watercolor on it. So if you wet it, it'll wash out, but it's not going to be wet. So I thought I'd use that. And I've just cut out a bird and I've drawn a wing, and I'm going to do all different things on my bird. So I've just stitched it on, and so it's just going to sit on that tag there. And so I think we'll get cracking. I think it's going to take quite a while because I want to do a lot on my bird. So my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, I gathered all of my, well, most of my cheesecloths together, and I just want to choose a cheesecloth to, like I could go all matchy-matchy. I just want to do a little ruffle scrunched up bit here on the neck. And I don't know whether to go all matchy-matchy or, let's just have a little look. Some of these were sent to me, some of them I bought. I could even do navy blue. I want to do all colours. So I could have that one. I've got this, I don't know, this is not cheesecloth. I don't know what this is. I bought this years ago in a pack when I first started slow stitching, many years ago. So what I want to say, I'm probably going to do a lot of stitching on here, so you probably will hardly see any of the background. So just don't freak out about that. The background is not, even though it's pretty, yeah, I'll probably end up covering most of it. It's not all cheesecloth in here. There's other stuff as well. I don't think I want burgundy. I quite liked the purple as well. I'll go with purple. I did like the green. Anyway, we'll see. So put that down. I was very happy to gather all of those together. Put that down there. And I was clever. I did keep them, but some things I've sent away. So, because I want to put my bird here on something. So I just want to see which one. I think that will be, well, you won't be, as I said, you won't be able to see the background so much, but I think I'm going to go with this. So I'm just going to cut even just a little piece off just like that. I'm going to grab some embroidery floss and just do some random stitches in it to hold it in place. I grab a piece of this lovely, oh gosh, I need to wind this on to something because it's just going to get in the biggest tangled mess, and then it won't be, I'll end up having to cut it. Pull that. And the other issue is not having it wound on is you don't have anywhere to put your little offcuts. I have not found, oh, I know where it is. I keep saying I haven't found my other one, and then I forget. It's in a bag that I took, I think when we went to Modena. I might have taken a few things. So I'm going to just do some random stitching here to put this on the bird's neck. Might be the weirdest thing ever. Oh, I need my thing because I'm going through many layers. It's just to hold it in place. Now the bird, I think I painted it on, it wasn't sheet, it was one of the old, I don't want it to be too wide, you know, vintage embroideries, and sometimes they have a very high thread count, and I find them quite hard sometimes to stitch through because they're very dense. So how is everyone today? Hope you're well. We're still here. We haven't moved yet. We've got to wait for the internet, so could be the end of the month. So I'm kind of in limbo land. Can't go over there without the internet. I would go bananas. Steffi would go bananas and Lulu would go bananas. We'd be the banana house if we didn't have any internet. Looks like he's wearing a scarf, but I'm pretending they're the feathers. It's just going to be a very decorative birdie. So I do have a little plan in my head of what to do because I needed to plan it. Did anybody used to watch in, I think it was 2003, What Not to Wear? It was the TV show with Trini and Susanna. And I had forgotten about that. But because then we moved over here. We watched a little bit, and I remember Steffi was highly entertained by it as well. And then we moved over here, and so then, of course, in Italy you don't get any of these programs. And so then I don't know, I think Facebook showed me Trini of London, and so I discovered she has a YouTube channel. And I've been just thoroughly enjoying binge watching her. Where's my coffee gone? Oh, put it all the way over there. I need to have a sip of coffee. It's morning. Oh dear. Okay, got it. Okay, now I can continue on. Yes, I've been watching Trini. I've been binge watching, trying to see if I could absorb by osmosis some sort of style and fashion. She does wear very bright colours. I keep looking at them thinking, could I do that? I don't think so. Like she says, sometimes she says she looks like Big Bird because she wears bright yellow, but I don't know if I could carry that sort of thing off. And then she's saying how, you know, if you look in your wardrobe, a lot of people, if you look in your wardrobe, it's all dark. I looked in my winter wardrobe, it's all dark. Oh dear. Well, I don't have a very big wardrobe, but anyway. Okay, let's get on to our birdie. Let's see what will happen next. I might do the beak. Let's do the beak. I need some sort of yellowy orange maybe. Let's have a look. I like this colour. I love that colour. I think I'll do that one. Or I really like this one as well. So this one is 3854 and this one is 3827. They're fairly similar. This one's a bit more toned down. That one's a little bit brighter. I think I'll do that one, the brighter one. Or I do like this colour as well. Here I'm channeling my mum. I love that colour too. That could be nice. I think that would be more interesting because it's a bit more, that one is, to me, is a bit more in the tone of those, and so it would be very safe. Whereas this one contrasts quite a bit, and I think I'll do that because my bird, I'm warning you, is going to be a busy bird. It's going to be a busy bird. I'm running out. Oh, I can put them down here just a sec. I can make a stack. I've got two little boxes there, two little IKEA boxes, and I've got a stack. I can stack up my threads on there, so I don't have to lean over to my other messy table. Because we've taken out nearly all the shelves. We've got one shelf here that my thing is attached to, that's holding the phone, but all the rest have disappeared. They're down in the storage room. And so there's only really what I need here, and sometimes not even what I need because I've taken it all away. Now, I think I'll do this knot where you wrap it round and you slide through like that. I'm just going to do that. So I get a smaller knot. Just going to cut the tail off. Can't find my other scissors. Okay, now I need to do my beak. I'm just going to actually define where I want it to go. Just so I try to do a bit more of an even job. And I'm going to split my stitches down in two. I'm going to do them diagonally, I think. And I am stitching not on the base, so I'm going to have, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And see, it's already come out, so maybe I need to, I don't know if that'll work. I'll have to be careful. I'll just wrap it, but I won't pull it. Will that work? Might. It might not. Let's see how I go. It might be a little bit wah wah. That's what might happen, but we'll see. So I'm wrapping the beak. I'm going to come back over here and start going. I'll come back and fill it in where I've got gaps. I think I'll just get it going, give it some strength. So I'm not, because the fabric will fray, because it's right on the edge and it's raw edge, I have to do my stitches like this, wrap it around the edge. And you've got to sort of tell the thread where to go. So some things I'll show you, because I'm going to do a lot on this bird, I think. Some things I'll start it off and then I'll maybe pause the camera if I feel like I've been going for too long. Just so we're not here till next week. Now that looks all right to me for that. It's a bit messy, but that's okay. It's just a tag. I'm just going to put a stitch. I don't want to jump across there actually. I'm just going to put another little stitch in there and come back over here. I need to fill in up here a bit. Put one more in there. Good. And I need to do a few more in here. And I need that one to sort of sit in the middle there, please. Thank you. It's a nice chunky beak. It's a bit messy. Okay. And then, see there's a bit of a gap there. So I'm going to come down here and just fill that in. There's going to be a lot of texture in my bird, I think, because I'm going to use all different threads and materials and things. So I feel like it's justified to have a nice chunky beak. I need to just fill in that gap there. It's a bit messy. Okay, that'll do. There's the beak. It's a whopper. Be very careful not to pull it because I don't want to gather anything. Okay. Right, so we can throw that out. Put that over there. Put this away. Probably won't use that again. Oh, I might. No, I probably won't. Okay, let's see what's next. That's that. Now, I'm going to do the wing. Now, the wing, I'm going to draw a line down there. I'm dividing it into, there's going to be 3 lines there, like that. Then I'm going to turn it around. I might grab maybe I was thinking something like this. Will I go that dark? Oh, that's very dark. Not that dark. Might go with something like this colour. No, I want it to be more purpley. Just a minute. That one, I think. Let me just see this one. No, that one. Okay. And then I'm going to need, I have that one going down the centre. Okay. Told you it's going to be really wacky. So here I'll show you the start. I'll do one row and start the second row of what I want to do. Now I'm wondering whether I should do my blue first or this. Not sure. Maybe I'll do this first. I've got 4 strands. It's a very fine, sort of silky sort of thread, this one. Actually, I need to draw another, so that's going to go like that. So I need another line down here just to define. I haven't done it very evenly, but it doesn't matter. I'll start down the center. So, oh dear. It's very tough because it's acrylic paint. I'm just going to be doing diagonal stitches on either side of my line. So it kind of looks like feathers. But I'm not doing those feather or fly stitch because I want to go down the center with, or maybe I should do that, it would be faster. And then I could do, I'll just stitch over the top with the blue because I wanted to have a different color down the center. Or will I just go like that? Maybe I'll just go like this. So that's why I need my line there to define, because I want to have 3 rows. And I'm just going to do either side. Let me see here, I need to have a few more. Just a sec, where's that? Yes, I need to have a few more stitches up here to catch up to the other row. That's my daughter tapping away. I think she's tidying up. If you could hear that. So you can see it's going to take a while. There's going to be lots going on this bird. So the extra line that I drew in is my guide to keep me on track for the, see, I'm staying within the, I've got my main center, that's the center. And then I drew these down on either side so that I didn't go crazy, have it all uneven. So I'm doing my stitches to these lines. Don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's happening. And it's going to create a little bit of texture through your stitches, using stitches. So I won't make you sit through all of this. Whoops. So what I'll do now is I'll finish this row off camera, and when I then I'll come back and start the second row and show you how that's going to happen, and then I'll go off and finish them all, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do the center. Do a little bit more so you can see as I go down, but you see I've got a long way to go. Might have to go and get my iPad and watch something while I'm doing this. You could just go down one row and then come back and do the other way, but I think I'm just going to complete them as I go. It's going to be a very joyful, colourful bird. Okay, I'll pause the video. I might even do that row and then I'll come back and show you how I approached it, because that other row will be similar to that one. And then it will nearly be done. I'll just finish the thread off. Okay. Right. There we go. So I will finish these off and then I will be back. It probably took me another half an hour just to do that, finish that off. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to start this one. I'm just looking here. So my line is, I need to do a few. So this is my, you can't really see very well, but this is the confines of my bird wing. And my line will go to there. So I need to do a few stitches coming this way. And as I get down here, then I start doing them that way. Okay. Let's hope I don't mess it up. So I, of course, while I was doing this, let's just see what it looks like. I might add in, see, I want to add in a little stitch in there just to round the shape. I watched an episode, well, I haven't finished watching it. I was watching Trinny, Trinny, and she's, what is she, upping the ante. That's what she's doing with the outfit. So she's taking, you know, like she even, what I just watched was she had put on a pair of silky pajama bottoms, and then she shows, because they're nice, sort of, they were very pretty flowing sort of pants, and instead of wearing them as pajamas, she's wearing them out. And so she shows you how she transforms the silky pajama bottoms into an outfit that people are not going to say, why are you wearing your jammies? And she's very entertaining, so I just like watching it. Now, Lily told me I need to take notes because I get inspired and I think, well, I need to go and add a few essentials to my wardrobe. So I head off, because Trinny, I think she's a well-to-do woman, but she loves shops like Zara, and she buys a lot in there. And she even has videos showing you what she looks at in there. And so I think, well, I need to go and see if I can see these things that she's seeing, because I don't see anything. And then I get to the store and I forget everything. I don't remember. And so then I don't buy anything, which is probably a good thing. So Lily says, Mum, you need a journal. You need to take notes. Because she tells all, she explains things, all different body shapes, what suits and colours and all that sort of thing. But anyway, she's very entertaining. So here we go. So you saw I did a few stitches going down that way until I got to the part where the wing broadens or widens, and now I'm adding in the stitches the other way. So it does take a while to do this stitch and fill in a full wing. And then when I finish this one here, which I will do off camera, I'll just do a little bit more just so you can see. I'm going to take this and define the center there. 1, 2, 3. There'll be 3. And I'm just going to do a back stitch. So I'll do 2 and then I'll show you 1. Just so, because we've got to do a lot. There's a lot happening here. I'm thinking it's going to take me a long time to do this, but it could be a 2-hour project. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've done my first 2 rows of back stitch here, and I'm just doing my next row, and I'm going down in between my feathering sort of stitch. So back stitch is just, you go down and then you come back, go forward, sorry, and then you come back to where your last stitch ended. It's fairly quick, except I'm going through many layers. It's become quite thick now. It's hard work. Oh, that ding-dingaling was Mum saving something on Pinterest. It's my iPad giving me a notification. Okay, so we'll just finish this off and then we will think about the next thing. So this was a fairly, I went a bit too far forward there. This was like one of the longer things to get done, I think. I could be wrong. Okay. What is next? It's going to be a fun birdie. Okay, now I've got to choose a colour. Oh, you know what? I might like something like, oh, what about this one? Or this one. Maybe this one. It's a bit brighter. And it's also pulling in a little bit of the background there. But I think I also might like to use some sort of wool, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's not get distracted. Wools, they're green. Don't know. Oh, I know what I might do that one. I kind of like it next to that. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like it next to that. Just thinking, what stitch will I do? Oh, these threads are always such a mess. There's a little piece there. Let's start off with that. How many threads are there? There are 3. Maybe I'll keep that one aside. What is going on here? This is my thing. I just wrap them around and make myself in a big tangled mess. What's happening here? There we go. Got some. And how many threads are here? That's my next question. I don't think I want all of those. I think I'll do, well, that's 5. Maybe I'll do 5. I was thinking I'd like to do 4, but I'll do 5. Oh no, what's happening there? There's not, wait, did I lose one? Oh, there's 6. Well, I'll do 4. So I'll take another one out. Now, what stitch will I do? I might do these little loopy stitches like this. Do a couple of rows of them. I'll fill that in there with something else. So just come up next to the one you just did and keep on going more or less. So very more or less business, the same shape. Same size, not same shape. Oh my goodness. I've made my threads uneven. How about that? Oh, look at the mess I made. Come on, threads, go back in order. What are you doing? Silly billies. I'm talking to threads. Okay, here we go. Oh. Now at the moment they look like little but that will change. I'm going to do 3 rows, I think. Goodness gracious. I'll just get you onto the second row and then I'll turn off the camera to finish them off so we're not looking at the same thing all the time. I don't know how to speed up my videos, but I don't really enjoy watching sped up videos. I prefer to, because I kind of forget that they're on and then I don't watch because I'm always doing something else. So I prefer to listen to someone talking and explaining than watching the sped up video. So that's why I sort of stop. It's always the same. There's no need to watch this sped up. It's the same. And then I prefer to come back and be chatty, if you know what I mean. So that's that. So then what I'm going to do is my next stitch is going to come at the top of those stitches, if you know what I mean. So they're going to sort of go over. See that? So they're not hugging the other stitch, they're straddling the 2 stitches. How about that? Okay. Oh, wow. I said I was going to turn you off, didn't I? So I'll keep on going. I've got to do another row. I'll keep on going and then I'll put you back on. Okay, so I'm back. I've done my rows and I'm going to do a little something here and then I'm going to do a little seed stitch. Might take a bright green, not wool. My tower of threads is very wobbly. Let's just see what's in here in the Steph Francis threads. What's happening in here? Are there any colours that I might like to use there? Like that colour. Oh, I like that colour. Okay, that's going to be my little seed stitch. I felt like I might like a green. Let's go to the regular threads here and grab this green. I told you my birdie's going to be very colourful. Okay, so I'm going to do, is it the fly stitch or the feather stitch? I never know. I just think I might get a new one. What have I done here? This will do. I'll just turn my iPad off. I'm watching Trini. I'm all about Trini. I'm watching Trini create. Is it 12 outfits from 6 key pieces? Very interesting. So because those kind of to me go in that direction, maybe I'll do it in this direction. I'm just going to make it up. I'm going to do one stitch here to get started, and then I'm going to come over to the side. So you can see, I'm very happy about it, you can see a bit of the watercoloured fabric behind. So I'm just doing my little whatever stitch. I'm just going to call it the whatever stitch because I can never remember which one I'm doing, whether it's the feather or the fly. And I'm going to put one more in there. And I'm just going to jump back up here. I know it's a waste of thread, but we're not doing very much with it. I'm wondering if I want to go up a bit high and have them uneven. Yes, let's do that. Very colourful little birdie. Okay. I'm just going to tuck that under there. There we go. And that was quick. And it creates another texture on your little bird. So we're using a lot of the stitches that we've been doing. I won't say that I've learnt because, well, I did learn a couple, but most of them I knew how to do, but I learnt them. You know, you can always look on YouTube to learn lots of stitches. Anne's taught a lot of stitches, but there's plenty of YouTube channels. One really good one to learn stitches, not necessarily do the same as her if you don't want to, but learn the stitches, is Ariane Zersha. And I'm going to try and remember, so I'll just write that down. Ariane Zersha. And if anyone wants to see some fun, you know, fashion dressing sort of videos, I'll link Trini down below as well. Lots of you, I mean, definitely know the Aussies, and they're British, know who she is. And I'm sure she's pretty well known in America as well. Maybe not as much in Italy, I don't know. I had forgotten, but I am so pleased to watch. It's very entertaining fashion videos, let's say that. So here we're going to do seed stitch to switch it up. I'll link Trini down below as well. Oh my goodness, I think I'm in my knot. If you go in your knot, you won't be able to get through. Yes, I was in my knot. Loving the colours, loving them. Okay. I was pretty excited that it was a little birdie this week. I love little birdies. Whoopsie. Come on. So it was my father-in-law's birthday yesterday. He turned 80. My goodness, does he look good for his age. He looks like he's like in his 60s. And he is a cheeky monkey, that one. He's so funny. I'm always so highly entertained by him. And we went out to dinner for his birthday. Went to this great restaurant that our friends told us. It's about half an hour from here, so it took a while to get there. And it was a bit foggy. We're in the fog at the moment. We haven't seen the sun for quite many days, actually. Anyway, we went to this great place. It's like one of those places where you really do eat like what you would eat at home in an Italian home. It was like, you know, family-run business in this lovely old farmhouse that they've fixed up and converted into a restaurant. And really, really great food. And for 5 of us with, you know, antipasti and pasta and wine and homemade chocolate liquor and bay leaf infused digestive liquory drink and all kinds of stuff. And they offered, you know, then they bring you out a plate of their little cake things that they've made. And we spent, well, my father-in-law, and it was his birthday, but he insisted on paying. It was like €80 for 5 people, which is really inexpensive, especially for Aussies. Like, you know, restaurants are so expensive in Australia. So we were amazed at how inexpensive it was. It's a great restaurant. He's like, it's cheaper than eating pizza. Anyway, while I was just keeping you entertained, chatting, I'm thinking I might do something here with this little sparkle. Why not? Let's add some sparkle to our bird. It has no legs, and it's just floating with no legs. The legs will come. We'll do legs. It's a floating bird with no legs. And he's not flying because the wing is not up. So it's not a flying bird. Okay. Now I was thinking I would put a sequin for the bird's eye. I'm just debating while I'm going on. Oh, look, I can't thread this thread. This thread is hideous to thread, you know, to put through the needle. I don't want to go to a thicker needle because I'm going through very, you know, tough fabric because of the paint, and not the watercolor paint, the other paint. And I really need to bring in my other needle book where I've got my threader. That would be really helpful. There we go, got it. I might use it double. That also helps me avoid, if it were to come out and I have to thread it again, that would be a nightmare. I think I might do knots. Haven't done any knots. And I might wrap them a few times just to make, whoopsie. Come on, Rachel, get your act together. Okay. That was 4. I didn't count out loud this time. I counted in my head. I'm not pulling it too tight because I want them to be knobbly knots. Oh, I love it. Yeah, a little bit of sparkle larkle. Trini would like that. She loves her sparkles. You can tell I've been like binge watching That's all I've been watching. I haven't been watching anything crafty. I need to. I need to start watching the A to Z of Christmas. I haven't watched any videos yet. I might have watched one. But I will do that. There's time for that. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to do a couple. I might only get one more. Oh, I hope I can get two. I'd like to get two more. Oh no, I don't think I need any more. There's a little, I love that. Oh look, you awful thread, just stop it. I'm not even going to bother knotting it because we're going to be putting glue to glue it to our tag. Okay, what's next? Let's have a look. I haven't gone beyond this. So we need my sequin there. I'm going to do something here. I need little feet. And I was going to have it on, I wanted to create a little something down here. But you know what? What I wanted to use is at the other place that we're moving to temporarily while we renovate. And I don't have them here. And I went mad searching and searching. I couldn't believe that I've already whisked them over there, thinking I didn't need them. So now let me have a think about the tail. Okay. So I don't want to cover up. I'm thinking I could put little beads in there, would be really cute. I'm going to put a few beads in there. But I'm thinking it's really nice that I can see the painted fabric underneath. So I don't think I want to fill it in too much. So here I was going to divide, I'll just do a little vague division. I'm going to divide it into 3. I might do some bullion stitches, some knots and some beads, a bit like what Facile Cecile does in her flowers. And I'm just going to decide what colours do I want. I could have that, maybe. Might do woolly stitches. Let's do wool, Appleton wool. Just want to decide what colour would I like. Now, I do really like this beautiful, it's a very pale aqua blue. I might do that for my bullion stitches. Then I'll need beads, and then I'm wondering, do I want that or not? Not for my, that's bullion stitches. Maybe I want something paler. I'll do my knots with that. Or maybe I'll do my knots in the middle. No, I'll do beads in the middle. Okay. I think I'm going to use that colour. I don't think I want to go darker. I think I'm going to go pale. So we have a lot of colour going on. Oh, there's this nice colour. I don't think, oh, I like that too. I might like that more. And do a blue bead. That's what I'll do. Yeah, go with the purples and then a blue bead. Yes, worked it out. Now, let me see. I had that other threader here. I'll use that because I won't be able to thread that to save my life, that one. Okay, so we're going to do knots with the what's it called, the Appleton wool. No, this is not Appleton wool. This is, I think it's Gumnut. It's an Australian brand. It's hand dyed. It's not an Appleton. I told a lie. Not on purpose. That's not going to go in there. I need to see what other ones do I have. Oh, plenty in here. I might have to go with the thicker one. Can I get it in there? No. Oh, I'm going to have to use a fat needle. That's not going to be fun. Oh, I've pinned all my pages together. We'll use this one. It's sharp, so it should push through. So you just put your thread in there and then pull it through. Like, look how easy that is. But this one doesn't go in the needles that have a short eye. You need a nice long eye, otherwise it won't go through. So I'll put a knot, and I'm going to do my little knots, but I'm not going to fill it in completely. It's not too bad going through them. I'm just going to do 2 wraps. No, maybe I'll do colonial knots. So colonial knot, you hold your thread, you catch it with your needle like this, and then wrap it around the front. That's your colonial knot. Let's do that. I mean, it looks the same, really. They do look the same. So you're not missing out on anything if you can't figure out the colonial knot. If you want to, you know, I'm a lefty, so you might want to watch a right-handed person do it. Just look it up on YouTube. There we go. I may decide to come back and put more in. I don't know. I'm just going to see how I feel when I get to the end. I hope I turned my video on. That would be fun. I'd be doing a lot of explaining if I didn't. I better check. Yes, you are on. Then I'll have to pause it when I've done my bullion stitches. I will pause it because I'll have to hop up and grab my beads. I am going to have to come back and put a few more in. I don't like it. I might finish up here first and then do that. It's a little bit fiddly. It's just because it's a small thing, and so you don't have much to hold on to. I'm very pleased with how it's turning out. It seems to be happening the way I wanted it to. Okay, I've gone quiet. So I come down here. I am covering up a lot of the green, but it's okay. And I don't mind if my stitches are not perfectly, you know, tight or flat, because I like the texture. So I think my husband is oh, and to add to the fact that we only spent that amount of money for 5 people for a huge dinner, there was so much food. The portions were very abundant, so they gave us a doggy bag and we brought it home and we're having it for lunch. So there you go, great value. We will definitely be going back. And explains why it was packed. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. So I'll end that off and we will start our bullion stitches, and then I will finish the bullion stitches off camera and grab my beads so that we can finish that bit off. And then I'll have to gather my things that I need for down here because I don't have what I wanted. So I've got to create something else. Okay, so let's get this, and I will use 3 threads, I think, 3 strands, not threads, strands. Oh, that's 4. I'll use 4, I told a lie. In the spirit of not, you know, having to remove 1, I'll use 4. Okay. And it's going to be bullion stitches just all over the place. I can't remember how you do them. Oh, yes, I can. They are complex little things. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. Okay. You should all be experts at them by now. I'll put my silicone thing on so I can pull it through. I like the variegated thread because you'll be able to get all different shades happening. And then you just jiggle along and it will tidy itself up. Just give it a jiggle. going to do them all different sort of lengths, I think. Okay, I'll do a couple more and then we'll pause the video and finish off all of my little bullion stitches. And you could use, you know, silk ribbon embroidery as well on the bird. I just decided not to add yet another thing because we had plenty going on here. So, and you can have your little bullion stitches a little bit loopy, not like exactly flat, which I think is fun. But yeah, you could use silk ribbon and stuff like that too to do some stitches if you wanted to add another sort of texture and dimension. They're a little bit shiny and that sort of thing. Actually, I don't want to start there. I want to start up here so I don't have to wrap down there. So I'm doing sometimes a lot of wraps, so then they're a little bit raised. And you can just see a little bit of the background fabric poking through as well, which is good. I don't know why I'm counting them. I'm not doing them all the same size. And just sort of wiggle them around until they sort of sit where you want them to. So I will keep on doing that and then I will be back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I got carried away and I accidentally stitched all my beads down. Excuse me. I'm there. So I just need to grab this thread here. And I'm going to stitch a few beads in here. This is the next job. I told you it was going to be an epic bird. Take forever to do. It's been I've been here probably nearly an hour and a half so far, all up. And it's only a little bird going on a tag. Okay, so I did consider putting beads in there and they did look quite nice, but I think I won't because I don't want to cover up all of the fabric. But I will put a few beads in here. And if you want to sort of shape your little scrunched up bit a little bit further, you can just jiggle it around with your beads. So I just did an extra stitch there. Now I might need a smaller, just using my regular embroidery needles, the ones that have a more narrow eye, but this one I might have to find another one. Okay, that one's not working. It worked for the other ones. Here's an even thinner looking one. Let's try this one. I don't like beading needles because they're too bendy, so I just like to find yes, that one works, and you know, a embroidery needle or whatever, a regular needle, and use that to apply my beads. Just find one that works. Now, because I'm stitching these onto this tool, I'm finding sometimes I do a little extra stitch just to, it'll anchor all the other beads as well. I'm finding I don't really need to go through them. I normally go through my beads twice, and the second stitch sort of secures it in its spot, but they seem to be nestling into the, no, it's not going to go through that one. And now it's stuck. Got it. Let's put that over there so I don't try and pick it up again. Nope. There he goes. There we go. Found one. Yep, they're just nestling in there, so that's good. So sometimes, yeah, I put 2 stitches normally. Like here, I would go put 2 stitches in there, and it just, the second stitch usually just helps it sort of go in place, sit in its spot where you want it to sit. And also less chance of, if you know your threads were to come undone, less chance that it will come off. That one doesn't work. So what I mean is, like, I would come up again and then go through the bead again, and it just anchors it even better in its spot. Just trying to get the job done today. I am enjoying it, but it's taking a long time. Yeah, I think that's enough. Don't want to overdo it. Now I need to find a sequin for the birdie's eye, and then we'll put some feet, and then I'll have to go over to the other house and get the other things that I need. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just do something here so we can finish up the video. Okay, so put that back in its spot, and I was thinking I wanted to use maybe a bronze coloured sequin. So I'll close this one. I'll show you the story. Most of you have seen it before. New people may not have. This is by Elizabeth Ward, bead storage containers. I bought them on Amazon. They're not cheap. Fortunately, I only needed 2. And I haven't bought any more beads. I do have a few beads that I found that aren't in a home. Yeah, I've got, oh wait, no, that's gold. Let's see if I want gold or bronze. Yeah, I did have find some more beads that I had somewhere else, but I'm not going to go and buy another one just for, 10 beads. I could put that color. I really like that color because it's, oh, isn't that cute? Or I could do this color. Let's have a look. Which do we prefer? I think I like both really. I think I'll go with the bronze. Go with the bronze, and I think I'm going to grab. So to anchor down your, what do they call it, sequins? You can. I'll put them in the wrong spot. Just a sec. You can put a little seed bead in the center, or you can. Gosh, once you fill these up, they are really heavy too. Like sound effects. Okay, so then you can, or you can do a stitch around, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to find in my regular stranded threads, I need to find a brown that will, I'm just going to use one strand. See, they would go, but they're more precious hand-dyed ones. We don't want to use precious things. I need to find here in this one. Let's see, just one strand. That one might be good. Or should I go maybe a bit lighter? No. Oh, yeah, maybe that one. Or that's not the same. That's a bit dark, that one. I think I'll go with a lighter one. Okay, put that over there. Strange noises happening upstairs. Very strange. Couldn't tell you what it is. Right. So just one strand. There we go. I won't use that one. Got so many needles here, they're all out of order. In my other needle book, they're much better order. I decided not to put any stitchery on the bird's head because I think we've got so much going on. We could have a little bit of fluffy bits, loopy bits, but I think I won't. I don't know. I'll think about it while I'm stitching the eye on. Now let's put the eye here. I'm just going to do little sort of star sort of stitch around it, and yes, this one blends in really well and it just holds it in place. So I've got a stitch there, I'll do one down here, and then I'll put two more, and then I'm done with that bit. If I can, yes, there it is. Maybe I'll come up over here and go down the center, that might be easier. There we go. So the eye has been stitched on, and I think that is it for the head of the bird. Okay, and I can even keep that because I didn't use very much of it. Isn't that cute? Now I'm just going to get a little bit of brown here. Do two little sticky legs, poking out the bottom, and then I want to create some sort of branch situation. I can't do exactly what I wanted to do because I don't have my bits. This is 4 strands, I'll just use that. It's already knotted. So I am just going to do 2 little leggy legs. I'm not even going to put any feet on them because I'm going to have something down there. So just 2 like that, 2 long stitches creating the legs. Okay, now I'm going to go and get what I need, my alternative to my first choice. Do I have it here? So I didn't have to go anywhere. No. No, I'm going to pause you and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I have this, they call it flax cord here. It's like a jute cord. And I use that when I'm wrapping up fabric packs and things. And I'm going to just, I might cut 1, 2, I might even just do 3, maybe 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will be it. Cut that. I'm going to stitch that on there like it's a branch. I'm going to wrap it because we did wrapping last week, so I thought that's a good thing. So I'm just going to cut the loops, okay, and wrap it, and it's going to be on a branch. I wanted to do it more fancy, but I can't because I don't have what I need. And I think I'm going to grab a dark green. We'll go with a dark green, I think. It's a bit of a crazy, oh, I just can't be bothered to keep that piece. It's just a inexpensive DMC. Actually, I think, will I go with a wool? I think I might go with a wool. I ask you like you can tell me the answer. I'm going to go with a wool. So put that green away. Put things away, Rachel. That one goes in there. And I'll put that one, oh, I can't put it up there, I'll just put it down here. I need a green wool. Has everything gone away in that one? Yes, we can get rid of that one. Any green wools in there? No. No, no. here they are. These are Appleton wools now, unless I pull one out that's not. Oh, I quite like that colour. Or this colour. No, the other colour. I think I like it because it's got a tinge of blue in it. Yes, I'll go with that one. That is an Appleton wool. They're like embroidery wools, these. And I'll just grab I'll have to grab this Chunkamunka needle. It's so bad, I can't even thread it through the big thing. There we go. Okay. Oh, don't, just pretend you didn't see that. Just pretend. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh my gosh. Talk about a ding-a-ling. There we go. Now we got it right. Now this is going to be fun and fresh. It's going to be messy. I don't want it to be neat. So it's like the bird is standing on sticks. Now I could have wrapped it even before I put it on, and then, you know, the last wraps could have been stitching, and that might have been easier, but this is not too bad. It's a good exercise in colour doing a birdie like this, I think, playing around with your colours, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Okay, I think that's enough. I might trim it down just a little bit on one side. I think I've spent enough time on this one. I'll give that a little trim. Okay, there's my crazy bird. So let's glue it on here, and that will go in the pile of tags. And that was, I don't know, what number was that? 47? 48? No, 47, I think. Lulu's going to have quite a collection of tags, isn't she? All right, so don't drip any glue on your mat. Glue that down on there. And there it is. There is the bird tag. It's crazy. Just making sure, because it's lumpy, just got to press it everywhere to make sure it sticks on. Okay, there's my little birdie tag. Probably needed something up there, but I'm going to leave it as it is. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will put some photographs at the end so you can see the details. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you have fun doing yours as well. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.